The wallet hit the pavement at 6:47 in the morning, and nobody saw it fall except a kid nobody ever looked at twice. Marcus had been delivering packages on this street for 2 years. Same route, same tired legs, same invisible feeling every single time he passed the glass doors of Callaway Tower. The man who walked out of those doors every morning in a navy suit never once said good morning. Never once looked Marcus in the eye. Just walked past him like he was part of the sidewalk. That man was Richard Callaway, CEO, billionaire, the kind of man whose name was on buildings. Marcus was 16. He worked mornings before school because his mom's hours got cut at the hospital and somebody had to help cover rent. He never told anyone that. He just showed up, dropped packages, and disappeared. That morning, Richard Callaway was rushing to a car waiting at the curb. His phone was ringing. His mind was somewhere in a boardroom 3 hours from now, and his wallet slipped out of his coat pocket without him even noticing. Marcus saw it happen. He could have kept walking. Nobody would have known. Callaway didn't even know he was bleeding cash onto cold concrete. But Marcus bent down, picked it up, and ran. Sir, wait. Callaway turned around, already annoyed, already late, already certain this kid wanted something from him. What happened in the next 10 seconds would be the reason his entire life changed. Marcus held out the wallet. You dropped this. Callaway looked at it, looked at the boy, and for the first time in 2 years, he actually saw him. Inside that wallet wasn't just cash. There was a photograph, worn at the edges. A woman, smiling, holding a baby. Callaway's late wife. The photo he carried everywhere and told no one about. His hands were shaking when he took it back. There's almost $600 in here, Callaway said slowly, like he was testing the kid. You didn't take any of it. Marcus shrugged. It's not mine. Something about the simplicity of that answer hit Callaway harder than any business deal he'd closed that year. If you believe small moments like this can still change everything, that kindness hasn't disappeared from this world. Hit like and subscribe right now, because what happens next is going to prove it. Callaway didn't say much else that morning. He just nodded, got in his car, and drove away. Marcus thought that was the end of it. Just another delivery morning. Another stranger who'd forget his face by lunchtime. But Callaway didn't forget. That night, he sat in his office long after everyone left, staring at that photograph. He thought about how easy it would have been for that money to disappear. How easy it would have been for the boy to walk away and say nothing. He thought about his late wife. About the kind of person she always hoped their own son might have grown up to be, before they lost him as an infant, before grief reshaped Callaway into a man who stopped looking at people at all. He realized he didn't even know the delivery boy's name. The next morning, for the first time in 2 years, Richard Callaway was standing outside early, waiting. Marcus showed up at 6:45, same backpack, same tired eyes, same surprise when he saw the CEO actually waiting for him. What's your name, son? Marcus. Where do you go to school, Marcus? And just like that, a conversation began that neither of them expected. Callaway learned about the night shifts, about the mother working double hours at the hospital, about a kid who never asked for anything, never complained, and never once thought his own honesty was something worth mentioning to anyone. But here's the thing, the story isn't finished yet. The biggest moment is still coming, and it's bigger than anyone watching expects. Weeks passed. Callaway started showing up most mornings. Small conversations turned into something else entirely. He learned Marcus dreamed of studying engineering, but had already accepted he'd probably never afford college. So Callaway did something quiet. No press release. No announcement. He simply paid a visit to Marcus's school counselor and set up a private scholarship fund, anonymous, in his late wife's name. When the letter arrived at Marcus's house weeks later, his mother cried at the kitchen table, not understanding why a stranger's foundation had chosen her son. She never knew it was the CEO from the delivery route. Marcus never knew either, not until graduation morning, when Callaway showed up unannounced, parked his car at the curb, and stepped out in front of the whole gathered crowd of neighbors and shopkeepers who'd watched this boy grow up on these streets. He held out his hand, not with money this time, with something else. 2 years ago, you gave back something that wasn't yours, Callaway said, loud enough for everyone to hear. I've been trying to figure out how to give back ever since. The crowd had gathered without even being asked, neighbors stepping out of shops, people who'd watched Marcus deliver packages every single morning for years, now watching him receive something far greater in return. Marcus didn't say anything. He didn't need to. His eyes said everything. Because the truth was simple. He never returned that wallet expecting anything. That's exactly why everything came back to him. If this story moved you even a little, stay close. There are more stories like this one waiting. Real reminders that decency still changes lives when nobody's watching. Subscribe, and let's keep believing in stories like Marcus's together.